like this next one. Bestow Curse! 3rd level Necromancy, casting time of 1 action, range of touch, components, verbal, somatic. Oh, that touch. Duration, concentration, up to 1 minute. You touch a creature, and that creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become cursed for the duration of the spell. When you cast the spell, choose the nature of the curse from the following options. Another option spell. Here we go! Choose 1 ability score. While cursed, the target has disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws made with that ability score. That's pretty good. You do this on something like strength. While that might not help too much with saving throws, it's going to definitely hurt with the weapon attacks, because that's still using the ability score. Yeah, no, that'll be really bad for like a barbarian or something. Could also be used on to hit. If you really want to hit hard, like Dex, you're likely going to pick up for this. Just because like, oh, that fireball you're trying to dodge, or that grapple you're trying to, or not grapple. You get what I mean. Dex is a commonly attacked physical save. Could be con if you're going to be using poison. Could be intelligence if you're going to be using any like psychic or divination attacks. Charisma, you want them to fail being charmed earlier. But the kicker is wisdom. We'll get to why wisdom's great a little later on. While cursed, the target has disadvantage on attack rolls against you. Decent. It's fine. There's better options on here. The fact it's only against you, at this level it's concentration, but we'll also get to upcast. While cursed, the target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of their turns. If it fails, it wastes its action that turn doing nothing. It's very good. To just entirely waste someone, a chance of entirely wasting another creature's action, enemy or not, pretty decent. Then you'd be only limiting up to like bonus action, reaction, and movement. That's stopping a lot of spells or using certain items. It's pretty good. While the target is cursed, your attacks and spells deal an extra 1d8 necrotic damage to the target. Alright. 3rd level spell? You're casting to give yourself a d8 buff? It's fine. Like, it mimics Hunter's Mark and Hex, which are both cheaper. I know the classes likely don't get this. You'd already have to be getting into melee, because it's touch. Okay, we'll get to that. Like, the touch thing is such an issue. A move curse spell ends this effect. At the DM's option, you may choose an alternative curse effect, but it should be no more powerful than those described above. The DM has final say on such a curse's effect. And here we go into why I love this spell. This is a goof-off spell. Just like Animal Messenger. Now, you might be asking, why? It's Bestow Curse. Isn't it debilitating? Isn't it supposed to curse them? Isn't it supposed to, be used offensively? It can be. It does well in some of those scenarios, but equal to or less than the previous effects listed, meaning you can do so many options. Some stuff that is still offensive, like one that I generally allow is 2 left feet or clumsy footing, which is target has just everything's considered difficult terrain while this is in effect. Because they can't walk straight. It could be also things like, oh, you always yell whenever you're talking, or people laugh at, you always laugh whenever anyone's serious or cries. And we'll get to the always segment, because you're like, well, it only lasts a minute. Well, at higher levels, if you cast a spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, the duration is concentration up to 10 minutes. If you use a spell slot of 5th level or higher, the duration is 8 hours. If you use a spell slot of 7th level or higher, the duration is 24 hours. If you use a 9th level spell slot, and spell lasts until dispelled. Using a spell slot of 5th level or higher grants a duration that doesn't require concentration. Could give someone a bad day, a longer bad day, or if you're just a really high level character who just doesn't give a, who just, there's that one NPC that annoyed you at the start of the campaign. You go back and you use a 9th level spell to just give them a permanent curse. Though, sadly, as much as I brought up the jokey potential similar to Animal Messenger, the range, the touch, and the fact to make it that joke aspect, or even outside of combat viability, you really need to upcast it pretty high. Range of touch just kills this. Again, similar things at this level you'd rather be spending a spell slot on, or could do at range, or isn't concentration, or something else that's concentration, but it's just a better trade. 4 out of 10. Hurts me though.